Trae. Come on, it's the day with Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Hey everybody, and welcome to The Day with Trae. I am your guest host, Deontay Damper. I'm stepping in for my girl Trae Holiday this week, and I need y'all to do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe to Converge Media, where you can learn more about not just The Day with Trae, but Back to Basa, Season 3 of We Live in Color, and more. Go to whereweconverge.com to see why Black media matters. And you know, part of the reason why I love working with Converge is because we continuously prioritize our community. And when I think about the Black community, I am thinking about our Black businesses. We are so happy to have an amazing guest, Stephanie Morales from Made Space, to talk about the amazing Art Walk, CD Art Walk, as well as Tuesday things. But it's more than just, it's not just what she's doing for community, it is what we can do with community together. And it's so important as you have your Black business to be uplifted. It is also important for you to be engaging with community and also find ways that you can be protected. So we want to uplift your business, y'all. So we need you to go to whereweconverge.com/support Black businesses so we can continue not just with the uplift, but the community compass that Converge is a part of and that you can be a part of too. Now, when we take a break, we will be back with the amazing Stephanie Morales. You are watching The Day with Trae.
Africatown Plaza is our latest affordable housing development project. It's 126 units of affordable housing over community commercial space.
It's the first time in my career, and I've been doing this for 10 years, that I was able to design for people who look like me.
Africatown Plaza is a beacon of hope.
Africatown Plaza is a love letter to the community.
Empowering the community one connection at a time. ConnectWA is your partner in finding the support you need. Download the app today and experience the difference that a connected community can make. Learn more at eec-wa.org/connectwa-app.
Truth Talks is the hottest streaming show on TV. Catch all the truths about pop culture to politics and today's biggest stars.
Why tiptoe through life?
Monday through Friday, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and again at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific on Fox Soul.
My hair is definitely unique in the rodeo industry, and not a lot of girls wear their natural hairstyle. And since I do, it makes it a lot harder to find equipment that fits my head the right way. When I speak about being unique, that's what I mean is why should we have to change our hairstyle for safety maybe? Why can't they create something for us to be ourselves in and still be safe on the trails? You don't have to change the way you look because you're beautiful the way you are.
Ready to be intentional with your spending? Whether you're gifting it or using it for yourself, the Buy Black card allows you to shop at many different Black-owned businesses across the greater Seattle area, like Love a Latte, Dramer Ice Cream, Motis Beauty Supply, Pizza by Ruffin, The Spa House by Queen Care, and so many more. You can see the full list of participating businesses when you sign up for your Buy Black card at intentionalist.com. And thanks to our friends at BECU, you'll save 20% when you load your card. Spend like it matters with the Buy Black card.
And we are back with The Day with Trae. Our guest for today is amazing. And she don't need no introduction because she's like Converge family. And the work that she's doing in the CD and around community is amazing. Stephanie Morales.
Hi.
How you doing, sister?
Good. Very, very good.
Very, very good indeed.
Yeah.
I heard you had an amazing weekend at the CD Art Walk.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what made you put this event together and how was the event over the weekend?
Yeah, I think what made me put it together is like one of the first times that I, as an artist, like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm an artist too, because it's just, you know, I've been so focused on other stuff. But thinking about it, I'm like, one of the first places that I really got to show my art and like see myself as like this being a viable career for me and a viable thing for me was at Fremont Art Walk. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I ever heard of one. And then I found out that they were really all over the city. And so when I opened up Made Space, Link Project, and then Made Space, I've wanted to have one since then, but just kind of didn't really know how to do that. But I knew that it was beneficial to an area, it was beneficial to the artists, and it was just like a really great and actually kind of simple way to activate a whole neighborhood. So it was kind of a dream for a while, but I actually this past summer ran into the artist Rodney King, who was also the Seattle Arts Commissioner. And he was able to introduce me to Amy Tipton in Belltown Art Walk, and she just gave me all the game. So having a little bit of a team to kind of bring it together has been really helpful. We're in month 5, and last Friday's Friday Art Walk was amazing. We had so many businesses were involved. Art Noir had a fashion show, and Cafe Avol had karaoke, and we had food and music and stuff happening up at our place, and then obviously all throughout the Central District.
And what I love so much, so earlier throughout the week, I went to go see my nephew, Livingston.
Yeah.
And he came up to me, he said, oh, we went on Art Walk.
Okay.
And I played games, and I drunk cocoa, and I just love when we go to Union. What,
Yes, thank you.
It is so,
that makes me so happy.
That is the thing. I mean, I love my adults, but for the youth to see the community engagement,
Yes.
For them to know, I love being on Union.
Yep.
Like that's
Yep.
what this is.
It creates home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does.
Yeah.
And I think I love so much of, and I want to talk about that a little bit, like the community partnerships, like Art Noir, Resol, Trick Shack. It just seems like all of y'all are like how we can support each other, and we're going to support each other.
Yeah.
How important are those partnerships in the
Oh,
area?
they're major key. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about the Central District and about the Black community and about the Black-owned business community is like there's an ecosystem there, and all of us are like eager to support one another. And so, yeah, the way that this has come together has been like proof of like how powerful that ecosystem is. And that's just like the start of it. Not everybody's even tapped in yet. You know, we're working on bringing in more people like Prez was able to do for presidential.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was such a cool experience. I mean, that's just another example of how that ecosystem, when we start working together, it just creates something really amazing.
Prez was sharing this event like
know,
nonstop.
I know.
And I just want to uplift him because he is Converge family.
Yes.
What was it like working with him throughout this process?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, he just hit me up. We had been playing phone tag a little bit, and then we finally got a hold of me and was like, it's been on my heart. I want to give you the bus for this coming Friday, and like, let's figure out how to make it happen. You know, he wants people to be able to get around, because one of the challenges of the CD Art Walk is that the Central District is so spread out. You know, you got all the way down to Jackson, you know, then you got Yesler and Cherry and Union. It's like, how do you can't walk that necessarily, especially it was chilly.
Right.
Especially on those days, you know. And so I had been encouraging people to sort of like pick a node, you know, just park on Cherry and check out Metier and Central Cafe and Coyote Central and all of that. But this was a really fun way to get people to like be able to move around and hop on, hop off. And he wants it as a multi-generational thing. He wants elders to be able to get on the bus and enjoy Art Walk, and young people to be able to get on the bus.
Huge shout out to Prez.
Yes.
And you know, we at Converge and we in community, right, have really believed in right now, like it's time to be actionary in supporting Black business.
Yes.
And supporting one another. How important is it? What advice or what call would you give to community members to engage with the Black businesses that are out there?
I mean, that's kind of the thing with like Made Space and with CD Art Walk and really all of the things that, you know, all the other businesses and organizations do. It's like a lot of them are like, we're creating those spaces or we're creating those events. Just show up to the thing. When there's a marketplace happening, come ready to spend some money. Even just your presence at a thing like CD Art Walk, that energy of being present, of seeing people out and it's activated, like that's powerful.
And what I like about what you said, activation, and a lot of someone was saying, like, what's going on with Seattle? And one of the things that I said is like, neighborhoods aren't neighborhoods anymore. There was an activation that would happen in our neighborhoods, and I really think that what is happening out there in the CD, and I will also big up all of my brown women. out there in community, y'all are mobilizing together
Yes.
and figuring out how to support one another.
Yes.
And Made Space itself has constantly come up with different ways to make sure that folks can continue to be engaged.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's talk about Tuesday things.
Yay, yes, let's talk about Tuesday things. Basically, I just felt like, especially during this time, it's like I'm always like, what can I do with what I have in this moment? And I have a space. And I know that one of the things that people need right now is connection, and connection that can just be, the reason I like creativity as a form of connection, because it's puts you in a place where it's like you're sharing this moment of vulnerability of writing a poem or making some art, or you're just sharing space, even the vulnerability of like getting to know new people. And so every Tuesday, 6 to 8 at Made Space, I'm holding the space open for free or low cost events. Things like we have some yoga classes, we had a poetry writing class, but even things like at the end of this month, we have mend and repair. So I know everybody got a little something, they got a little hole they didn't mend up, you know what I mean?
Look,
We're trying
I think I might be there.
Right.
Y'all didn't like, I had another outfit that I was gonna wear, and let's just say it just didn't work out. And
there was a little hole or something. Yeah. So just stuff like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, I could be at home doing that, or I've been meaning to do that, but now I'm gonna come out, there's gonna be some music and snacks, and I'll have the sewing machines and needles, all the equipment that you would need to be able to patch up stuff. I've got a book that's about the Japanese art of patchwork. Mm-hmm. So you make it kind of a fun thing, you know, especially for anybody that's like on a no buy, low buy thing, or wanting to just
or don't know how.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how to sew.
Right. So then you can come and like learn a couple different stitches, and just a reason to be together.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, yeah, my Made Spaces lane is just like, you make the space, you invite the right people into the right room, and then you just let everything organically happen. And I feel like when I've stayed in that lane, that has worked really well.
It's the end of the lane, but also creating the lane for people to have the access that they deserve.
Yes.
You know, I do also want to know, like, I know that y'all also have Spoken Word as well. Mm-hmm. What are some of the other events that you have going on?
Yeah, we have Spoken Word at the end of every month. We've got Daniel Davis, who is teaching yoga for the next few months. We've got the Tuesday things. We've got Art Walk, and then just a sprinkling of all kinds of events. I mean, sometimes it's stuff we're hosting. Other times people are renting out the space and hosting a public event. We had a coat giveaway, 100 coats given away by Super Familia last month. Mm-hmm. You know, St. Mary's was doing food collection for their food banks. So just things like that. There's just a ton of ways to like get involved.
You know, you are always creating space for people to get involved, and also creating space for people to uplift themselves. Mm-hmm. And I asked Andre Franklin this yesterday, and I want you to be honest. What can community do to support you, to support Stephanie?
Yeah, I mean,
yes, Made Space,
yeah.
But what can community do to support you?
Ooh, that's so hard, because I'm like, everything right now is like Made Space, Made Space.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I think just like even, you know, inviting me out to different community events and stuff like that, you know, I'm not always able to show up to them, you know, but my heart's desire is to like, be out and supporting different stuff, and just like being in community as well. I think a lot of stuff with Made Space is like creating the thing I need. I need community, I need connection, I need creativity. So I think even just coming and like being in those spaces with me too, holding that with me is like, really helpful. And then telling people about the space, and then you said for me, and I'm going off, I'm going in another direction.
I was just about to say that to you.
I know. It's like, I feel like this work really fills my cup up so much that it's hard. I feel like I get a lot of what I need out of there. And then whatever it is that I need that's outside of that, a lot of times it's just rest. Yeah. So understand, if you do invite me, maybe I might not come, but it's not, understand my heart was there.
Yeah, absolutely, I get that too. So what I do want to do, I want to be able to promote Made Space Seattle, Tuesday things, and more. So if you can do me a favor and look in the camera and let community know what they need to do.
Yes. Just go to Made Space. Go to madespaceseattle.com, and from there you have all the options to do bookings. That's a great way to support the space. You can see what kind of events are showing up on the event calendar. That's another great way to do that, and show up on first Fridays of every month, 6 to 9, and every Tuesday, 6 to 8.
So since Valentine's Day is here, what is love? Finish this sentence. Love is?
Love is intention. It's taking the time to show care. It's taking the time to really pause and think about how you can show up for people. Like even your question of asking me, and I still don't know, but that was love to intentionally ask me that about me personally, not just my business. So yeah, that's intention.
I think it's important to think about that because I think that it's more than just the word. It is how we're being loved. It is how we're support. Love is also support, and it's how we're being supported. And I think that moving with intention is a top priority for me this year. And I've always just appreciated the work that you have done in Made Space. Some of my friends who have set on thoughts and things that they wanted to do have blossomed in your space. And are doing and creating space, but also telling people about your space, which is also getting them to start investing in themselves. So I appreciate you for being intentional about your work. Since Valentine's Day is here, I'm going to say with love that I love you. I love the work that you do, and hope that you are getting poured into as much as you pour out to folks. And I appreciate your intention.
Oh, thank you. We Valentine's now.
Valentine's, yeah, okay. Girl, look at that, mama. But thank you so much for coming in. And we're going to just take one more break. And when we come back, I will close us out. You are watching The Day with Trae.
Listen up, Puget Sound.
This is a call to my fellow Black business owners.
It's your girl, Basa Gordon.
It's your boy, Eric Calligraphy, and I know times are tough out here.
Especially for our restaurants, dude. I already know you're feeling the weight.
But let me be clear. We're not going to stand by and watch our community struggle.
Here at Back to Basa and Converge Media, we know Black businesses are the heartbeat of our community.
We bring the culture, the flavor, and the soul, and we need you to keep on thriving.
We need you. So that's why we're opening our platforms to you. Whether it's telling your story, shining a light on your challenges, grabbing resources for you to know about. Dude, we even want to help bring more customers through your doors.
Man, we got you. Are you a restaurant owner trying to keep your lights on? A new business fighting to make your mark? Whatever your story, we want to hear it and help.
In order to make that happen, we need for you to head on over to whereweconverge.com/support Black business and let us know what's happening. Let Back to Basa and Converge Media amplify your voice and help drive traffic to your business.
Man, don't wait. Converge Media is here to uplift Black business in the Puget Sound. So man, make sure you visit whereweconverge.com/support Black business and let's rise together.
Seattle Opera presents one of the world's most popular operas, Mozart's The Magic Flute. Called an international sensation by LA Daily News and dazzling by San Francisco Classical Voice, this new to Seattle production featuring eye-popping animations is perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Mozart's The Magic Flute, February 22nd through March 9th at McCaw Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
What an amazing show. I got to thank Stephanie and everyone who goes into Made Space Seattle, who participates in CD Art Walk, as well as shout out to G Prez. You are one of those community people who, you remind me of Suge Knight of like, I ain't trying to be all up in the videos. I just want to be able to prioritize our folks. Between CD Art Walk and the people that are a part of the Art Noir, these are people that are moving with intention. So no different from what Stephanie said, move with the intention to love one another today. Move with the intention to make sure we're supporting Black business. Move with the intention to support Black queer folks in our community. Move with the intention to prioritize Black women's voices in spaces. Move with the intention to allow Black men to be vulnerable. Create space of love. Above all else, we just need you to continue to walk with love. I hope you all have a blessed week. And remember, I love you.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.